At the end of each month, I have a budget plan in which I track my expenses, what goes in and what goes out. This list is done monthly. Of course, with inflation, this list becomes more and more unfavorable as the prices of food, bills, and other expenses keep going up. That is something to be expected. But here's what I've noticed creeping up on me: my subscription list. And the costs are slowly piling up. Just a few years ago, I was spending around 30 euros. Now it's double at 60 euros. And perhaps next year it could be 70 or 80 euros. And I'm not even splurging on stuff like Netflix or gaming subscription. My list is pretty conservative. Things like Google Drive, a note-taking app, Audible, and some AI tools which I need for work and video editing. I mentioned this to a friend of mine who's a student. He told me that he's also feeling the squeeze, having to pay extra money for study resources that he can't find online for free. This caught me off guard, as years ago I could find most of what I needed to study for the same field online for free, mainly on YouTube. And this got me thinking. Everything has become a subscription. Just look at the video games. Sure, paying to play makes sense. But here's the kicker. You don't actually own the game. And with in-game purchases becoming more the norm, it's easy to keep spending beyond the initial price. But that's a whole different story. As life gets more and more digital, I'm finding myself spending more, all thanks to subscriptions. 10 euros here, 20 euros there, another 20 here, another 20 there. Educational content, entertainment, you name it. And what really gets to me is that even when I say, okay, that's enough, there's always another subscription that somehow feels necessary, that without it I won't be able to produce. I won't be as productive. And it always starts the same way. I tell myself, I'll try this service for a month or two, then unsubscribe. But a couple of months turns into 6, then a year. And I keep saying, I'll use this service for just a bit longer. But when our time is up, I just can't seem to unsubscribe. Because there's always that little voice telling me, maybe, just maybe, I'll need it sometime in the future. So where's the problem, you may ask? This sounds like a you or a discipline problem. The problem is that it seems like anything worthwhile, whether productivity, education, or entertainment, is turning into a subscription. And that list just keeps on growing. Want a quality education service? Subscription. Need a good entertainment? Subscription. How about top-notch video editing tool? Also subscription. Don't buy if you don't want to? Sure, that's still an option. But the reality is, if you're sticking to free tools, you're often not getting the same quality or functionality. More and more, the best features and seamless experience are locked behind a paywall. The problem goes deeper than just the initial sign-up. Once you're comfortable with the service, rely on its interface, the company can suddenly decide to hike the prices, sometimes even doubling them, seemingly out of nowhere. And because you're already hooked, you're likely to keep paying. This happened to me when I was using Evernote app. I've been using Evernote for many years, first in school and then for work. And one day, they announced a price increase, and I was informed that in a couple of months my plan would automatically be upgraded along with my bill. And here's my main concern. If this trend keeps up, imagine where we will be in 10 years. Subscriptions could become so standard that almost every tool and service we rely on will be behind a paywall. Right now, some basic features are still free, But fast forward a decade from now, we might be paying monthly fees for the most fundamental features. As the world becomes more digitalized and, dare I say, dystopian, what's next? Just imagine, your dishwasher offers 3 months of free cycles, then it's subscription only. Your dog leash will allow free walks for 2 kilometers, but you'll pay if you want to go further. Your washing machine with free basic features, but every extra option is behind a paywall. Microwaves that won't heat beyond 2 minutes without an app subscription. Even your front door might refuse to unlock unless you pay $1.99 a month. You get the idea. Tell me, what do you think? Am I right or am I exaggerating?